Alright, so today we are going to be starting the process of turboing my IS300. I have pretty much everything I need other than the kit, and the kit arrives today before 3ish and 1 o'clock. So until the kit comes, I'm going to start taking off the intake and the exhaust side, and yeah, this is also my very first video, so if I'm not going to be going into like detail on like how to take the exhaust off and all that process, but if you would want to see more video or more detail, sorry, then let me know. But I'm gonna be doing my best, kind of going through my progress, and if I have some trouble somewhere, then update. But I will update when the kit comes and when I get the exhaust off and all that. So, well, after 3 hours and a lunch break with my beautiful girlfriend, I finally got the headers off. I had to cut them because I welded the flanges together because they're eBay headers and there was a super bad exhaust leak, and we are still waiting for the turbo kit to arrive.
Still waiting. Not
What time is it?
But we're waiting.
What time is it?
4:03.
It's been 4 hours. I started at 3 hours. They said it'd be here by like 3. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Wait, pick it up, please.
While I was trying to angle grind, I dropped the angle grinder and it completely, I mean, it's wearable, but
I mean, not really, but
look, the snapback still
you
part
could
all this
still
is,
wear it,
yeah.
yes, but I mean,
Anyways, yeah,
maybe when you're working on your car, you could wear it.
yeah, battle scars. So I'm just waiting for that to get here so I can test fit the turbo, which I still have to tap into for a boost reference for the wastegate. But other than that, we are gonna be waiting until it gets here, which I will update when it does. Alright, so I just got these front ones undone, and there's 6 behind. Let me move some of these. There's 6 bolts behind there. If you see, I don't know why they did this, but I jacked it up from the oil pan, which I would highly recommend not doing, but it's what I could do to get it the highest to make it the easiest, and I left this bolt and another bolt in, and so there's those 3 leading that way. I don't know if you can see the shadow, and then another 3 right after that corner. And so what I'm gonna do now is drop it and jack it where I would recommend doing it from, which is right before the bell housing. There's that little space right there, and then undo the 2 bolts and break it free, and then drop the oil pan and take off. There's some like brackets underneath right there before you can get to where I can drill, and then we'll take those off, and if the kit's here by then I'll get a second, and then I'm gonna really concentrate on drilling in that, making that drill perfect, because I'm not trying to fuck up the one chance I got, So we still do not have the kit yet, so while I was waiting, I went ahead and I've never drilled or tapped anything, and you have to drill and tap into the motor, the oil pan, for the oil drain. So thankfully I've had to swap this motor already, so I came and I practiced on here, and I was able to get it. It's not flush, but I mean, it went in snug and whatnot. What I plan to do anyways is drill and tap it, and then once I put the fitting in, put some JB weld around the inside of it, and around the actual fitting, And I just got this set drill and tap 3/8 NPT tap with, and it came with the bit off of Amazon. It was like, I think like $10 or something like that, and it worked pretty well. The bit's really good. So we're still waiting for the kit to arrive, and once that arrives, actually while I'm waiting, I'm going to drain the oil and start taking the pan off. I know I'm gonna have to probably jack up the engine a little bit to get those back. I think 6 bolts, and then and until then, see if it arrives or not. We finally got the kit in. This is the first box. This one's the intercooler piping. With the intercooler piping, couplers, clamps. Got the exhaust manifold. And the garage closed. Because babe was cold. More stuff in there. I'm gonna get everything out and show more. Alright, this table is now a mess. It's not everything. All the intercooler piping and the intercoolers in there. We have the downpipe, the exhaust manifold, the turbo manifold, dump tube. We got the wastegate right here, which I'm not sure 100% if I'm still gonna run the wastegate. I think I'm going to if it fits, which it should. And we have the downpipe, and then the rest of the downpipe over here. And so now I'm going to test fit the manifold with the turbo on it and see how it fits. I'm gonna have to clock it, of course, but I'm gonna try to get it to the position where it needs to be, and then after that I'll get the oil pan off. I got all the bolts off. I just have to hit it off or pry it off, and yeah. Alright, so I got the turbo roughly where it's gonna sit. I still have to clock the turbine housing side so that the oil feed is directly up. So just clock it to the right a little bit, and then should be good. That should be roughly where it's gonna sit for the intercooler. It is a very tight squeeze for it to make that 90 and then come down. So I'll make the final clock for that when I'm doing the intercooler piping. And but yeah, that's roughly how it's gonna look sitting in the engine bay. So I'm gonna take it off, clock the since this is roughly where it's gonna sit, clock the turbine housing side, clock it a little bit, finalize that, and then get to taking the oil pan off. Babe's going to the corner store to get some drinks. Taking the Subi. Sounding good. Yeah. Alright, after about 30 minutes of fucking hammering a screwdriver into the fucking side of this oil pan, and you can see there's so much RTV. I finally got it loose, so we just gotta take this I'm not sure what you would call it. Here's the dipstick. I'm pretty sure this is part of the oil filter. It leads up to, yeah. We just gotta take this off, and then the shielding, and then we're gonna be able to get access to the drill hole, which is right up. Where is that thing at? Right here. I mean, you can't see, but maybe you will be able to. A little indentation. Yeah. So I'll update. These should just be 10 mils. Be able to get that thing off. Luckily, the oil doesn't look horrible. I don't see any metal shards or anything, so that's good. The little reflective things on top are bubbles, so that is good. Alright, so update on the oil pan. We got it off, we got the shielding off. My lights up here died because I left them on, so so I got the I got the fitting. I got it drilled and tapped out, or drilled out and tapped, and then I got the fitting in there, and then on the inside, just to be sure, I got it nice and snug. And I mean, it was pretty damn tight. You can see there's a little bit of space between it and the block, but just to be safe, put some JB Welder on the inside. Oil is going to be the last thing I put in it, as with the filter for the oil pressure. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna put the shielding and the oil filter little tube drain back on, and then I'm gonna just screw in this bolt or the two nuts for the bolt that come down, and then further down the line when I'm ready to put oil, come back and make sure it's all dried up, nothing's loose or anything like that. So now I can make the line for the fitting for the oil drain, and after that I'll be done with the bottom end as far as all the oil, and I'll be done with all the oil drain. So I'm gonna make the line, size out the length, put the manifold back on, get the length I need, and once I'm done with that, I'll probably be the end of the video for the first part. Then the next part will be doing all the intercooler piping. Alright, so the turbo drain, I don't know why I pointed to the turbo, but the turbo drain is made. I have a huge mess on the table now, but I got it made. I'm gonna go. It's already 11:19. I was sitting there making measurements, make sure I didn't cut it too short, because that's the last thing I want. I've been doing everything kind of slower because I don't want to fuck anything up. So we're gonna go put it on, and then that'll be it. So the next video I'm gonna be so I'm not gonna be able to do the feed. I have to wait for the fitting for the feed. And so next video I'll have it on. I'll have the turbo on with the drain, and I'll start doing probably the intercooler piping. So next video I'll be doing the intercooler piping, because I don't think I'm gonna do the heat wrap until after I start it to make sure there's no leaks. Nah, actually not. I'm gonna do the heat wrap before that, because I'm not trying to take everything back off. But I'll do the intercooler piping next. I'll do heat wrap. I'll wrap it off camera, because I've never done that either. That's also a learning experience for me, so I don't have any tips for that. So I'll start routing up the intercooler piping, seeing where everything goes, because there's no instructions that come in the CXracing box. But other than that, if you have any suggestions or any tips for this especially, then please let me know. And yeah, see you next time. Alright, so I know in the last clip I said I was going to update on the heat wrap and I believe the intercooler piping, and I just completely didn't record anything else after that. I apologize for that. I am making this clip after I've already gone through the videos and all that, and everything is installed and done. The car is running. I've been done for a couple days now, so I just wanted to update. I got everything officially on the math. So what I did was the screws, of course the factory screws don't work with the screws in here with my spare engine. So these screws on the top right here, these are actually the exact same thread size for the I don't know what this is, this little plate cover right here, those screws are the exact same thread pitch size for the screws in the intercooler piping for the math. So I just took it off of the other one because it didn't come with screws or anything. But I have a catch can routed and installed. What else did I do? All the intercooler piping I got sorted out. I just completely didn't, and I said I'd say I'd do the AFR gauge as well. So as of right now, I have one O2 sensor in, and then the other one I have, because with the CXracing kit, the downpipe only comes with two O2 sensor bungs. So I only have the AFR and one O2 sensor actually reading the exhaust gases going through. So what I plan on doing, which will be the next video, is ECU related. So but for now, the wastegate, the spring that comes with the wastegate of the CXracing kit is only an 8-pound spring, so I wouldn't recommend going over 5-6 pounds of boost. But I have it all routed up. I know I said I'd show more, but unfortunately I didn't. But if y'all have questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to hear anything out, answer more questions. Maybe I can do another video on just questions, and any tips for me as well. I'm very open-minded to anything. This is all new to me. This whole IS300 project has definitely, I have learned a lot from it. And then next video I'll do ECU, and then I won't say exactly what yet, but it's ECU related. And then if y'all want, let me know. I'll probably do like a little cruise video with me and my boy Mo and Mason. If y'all want to see a cruise video, we could do that, taking the IS and the Subi. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I apologize for just ending y'all on a cliffhanger. Another thing I just want to mention, I did not wrap the headers. I was going to do it myself. I probably will in the long run. Right now I don't drive it that often, but I just could not get around how many bends and the tight squeeze of how close they were together. I couldn't do it. Maybe in the future I'll take it somewhere and get it, but as of right now, they are not wrapped. I just have heat tape around that coolant hose, ABS lines, and I mean that's about it. I haven't seen any temperature rising as far as in coolant or anything. I did heat wrap the downpipe, so I mean at least something's heat wrapped. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Any questions, let me know. Any tips, let me know. Other than that, next video we will be doing the ECU. So until then, I will see y'all next time.